Coach Hoke said there were serious issues with the offensive line in terms of protection and stuff like that. You didn't maybe meet the standard that they would have hoped. Do you see those, and are those things that are quickly correctable, or do they take some time?
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious the problems we had, give away too many sacks. I mean, the goal's always no sacks in a game. Got to be better, more consistent, and yeah, I think it's easily fixable. Just know the scheme a little bit better, work on our fundamentals and techniques, and that's what most of our offensive line is fundamentals and techniques.
Is it just protection, or is it the run game as well?
Protection, run game, everything. Everything overall is to be blocked better. Just how it needs to be.
All right, Taylor. What did that mean for you guys to see Devin go in there and play like he did, and kind of, that, hey, if Denard has to miss a series, if he has to miss a quarter, we've got a guy like that that can go in and play for us?
Yeah, I'm proud of Devin, what he did, but at Michigan, the way he plays, standing in the position, like, he's supposed to play that way. So I'm proud of what he did, and it's good to know that he can do that, but I think he was a shock to y'all, but to me, I knew it was going to happen.
Taylor, how difficult is it to not scoreboard watch as you need a Nebraska loss to get in position to get into the Big Ten championship game?
I've never focused on scores in my whole life. I remember this week in the game when I was playing, I didn't know what the score was. In high school, we were a state championship game. We were getting killed, but I had no idea. So it was the fourth quarter. I was like, guys, we got this. So I was like, what are you talking about? It was like 2 minutes left in the game. I look up, it's 38-0. All right, I guess we don't got this. It was rough. So I've never been one to ever watch scores or anything like that. Just how it is. You got to focus on the game that's at hand. Focus on your technique. Every individual battle throughout the game. So.
Taylor, back to Devin Gardner. I know, on field he's behind you taking the snaps, but from your perspective and working with the offense on the sidelines and whatnot during the Minnesota game, what was Devin's transition to quarterback like in that game situation?
I think he did a good job. Devin was one of the #1 dual threat quarterbacks in the country coming out of high school, and I think what y'all saw was good, but what you didn't see was him in the huddle. And the things he did in the huddle was, take control of the huddle and the game. And, he was a leader. And that's something you need in a quarterback position, regardless of who's playing the position. So, like I said before, he was expected to play that way. I knew he was going to play that way. But y'all just saw it on Saturday.
Taylor, I'm sorry, is it? Sorry.
Who's making the calls on the offensive line, the protection calls? Is that you? Is that Elliott?
Elliott makes the first call, and then I'll make my call based off of Elliott.
So, I'm guessing you guys are pretty in sync. Like, who has, the overriding power? Is that you?
First call is Elliott.
Right.
He makes the call.
Okay.
And then my call is based off of what he calls, so we can get everybody to get the blocks.
Am I allowed to go now?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I was actually going to ask about Devin in the huddle, and Brady has said a couple times now that playing receiver has really helped him. He's taken hits. Have you noticed? Has he become tougher? How has he evolved as a leader?
I don't know if I want to call Devin Gardner tough, just because he's my friend. I don't want to do that, but yeah, he's tough. I think playing receiver, he's always been a tough guy. He can take hits. It's football. Right? You shouldn't play football if you don't like to get hit. Sorry, if you don't like to do that, then you shouldn't play the game. So I think he's done a good job, and I'm happy for him.
Did he surprise you though in the huddle? He always seems like he's pretty lighthearted, has a good time around.
I think that's one of the things he did in the huddle is when pressure situations, everybody's kind of a little bit tense. He'd come into the huddle, loosen us up a little bit. At the end of the day, it's football. You have to have fun while you play football. I think Devin showed us that a bunch of times, whether it's 3rd and long or 1st and 10.